my channel, sliminspirationsforyou.com. This is week 5 and it is the end of this milestone that I set on the 1st of January. So if you go back to my very first video I did with you, I said that I was doing dry January, so that was my first milestone for 2019, and I had a target of £14 in my head that I wanted to lose. So before I tell you how I did, let me talk to you about this week. So you know, over the last few weeks I've gone through 2 weeks of having the flu. My asthma sort of went off the scale and I've just genuinely not been very well, so my gym activity has been literally nothing. So I've really struggled. This week I thought, right, I'm gonna go for it. And then on Wednesday I got an eye infection. I mean, you know, how much bad luck does one person need in a month? My eye was horrendous. It was out here, it was really painful and it wasn't pleasant. Thankfully, if you're looking at this, you might see it looks like I've got bags under my eyes, which isn't bags, it's just where the swelling was. It was quite black at times, and so if anybody asks, I just said my husband punched me because I didn't do his dinner on time. He would never punch me, let me just say that, and I would never advocate people beating up wives or anything. It was just a bit of fun. But I didn't look very good this week, so you know, when you really try hard, it's just not great. And I was really worried about Friday, because Friday was obviously the day where I could go, woohoo, 31 days, no alcohol, hubby, you're buying me dinner. I bought this dress which I showed you last week and a new coat, and I wanted to go out and look good, and I was a bit apprehensive that I'm going to have these really big puffy eyes and look like I've been beaten up. But thankfully by Friday I was able to cover it with makeup, so I was really pleased about that. So last week, despite all that, I really was good food wise. Had an amazing week, but I actually cooked some really tasty food. I had my soup, which I will post this evening on YouTube as well, so you can see how to make that. That was absolutely amazing. What also happened this week is that I was in the kitchen, I was looking for ideas for my breakfast and also to sort of keep me filled up during the day at work. And you know, I know people at work pick on biscuits, and I really don't want to do that because I am so focused at the moment. So I was playing in the kitchen with some sort of ingredients, and I actually put together the most amazing biscuit I have ever tasted. And I've named it the Bakewell biscuit because it just so reminds me of Bakewell tarts. Dead simple, really easy. It will be on my YouTube later if my computer does stop doing Microsoft updates. It's driving me crackers at the moment, but it will be on there. It is so easy. It's going to take you 5 minutes to put together, 15-20 minutes in the oven, and that is it. And you will have, I promise you, the most amazing biscuits. The batch I made today have done about 10 small biscuits, and they are small, I'll be honest, but do you know what, because they're made of oats, they are really filling. And you know, I have them in a little pot on my desk, and if I just fancy a biscuit with my cup of tea or whatever, they're there. And they are sweet, but there's no sugar in them, there's no fat in them, nothing. So even if you're not on Slim World, you will love these, I promise you. They are amazing. So please have a look for that video on my YouTube channel. So okay, so food wise, it's been fantastic. I've absolutely had a ball. I've been to the gym 3 times this week, and that has been brilliant. It's been hard work, I've had to build it back up, don't get me wrong, but I've done it, so I've really enjoyed that. And then obviously on Friday I had a glass of wine. Okay, a bottle. I was going to have a glass of wine, but my husband insisted that I just go for the bottle, so I did. So I had a really good time. I put my new dress on, let me show you, and my new coat, there you go, and I had an amazing time. The problem was, and you'll see on the photograph of my dress, I'll put that back on here, is that I wore heels, and I don't wear really high heels that often these days. And we had to park quite far away from the restaurant because you can't park very well in Stratford-upon-Avon. We went to Lamb's if ever you want a recommendation for Stratford-upon-Avon, go to Lambs. Amazing. So I had a bit of a walk. My heels were quite high. Well, not quite high for some, but for me, who hasn't worn heels for a long time. And so I had a sort of like little titter. I love heels. Let me just show you actually. If you look behind me, dun, 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 can you see? Dun, dun, dun. This whole back wall is my shoe cupboard. It was my little luxury when I moved into this house, was that, sorry, there you go. My hubby had the downstairs study. I had this room as my study, but I also wanted it to be my shoe cupboard. And I am a little bit of a shoe geek, I'm really sorry to say. So that cupboard there, as you can see, is floor to ceiling, and this house has got massive ceilings. Floor to ceiling of shoes and boots, and they are probably stacked probably too tightly now because there's too many of them. But what I will say, and here's a lesson, right, many years ago, I had a sort out of my shoes and I threw a load out because I thought they were out of fashion. So it was all cerises, the reds, all those sort of things. And I threw them out because they weren't in. And then 10 years later, they were back in and I ended up buying them again, even though the shoes I threw out were perfect. So never ever throw your shoes out. If you can't keep them in a cupboard like this, keep them in your boxes because it really does keep them well. And just mark on them so you know what you've got and just put them away. In my old house, I didn't have that cupboard, so they were all in their boxes. And it really does keep them. You know, you spend a lot of money on shoes over the years, don't throw them away. So for me, you know, I love this room because, say, that is all mirror behind me. That wallpaper you can see is actually in front of me, not behind. And so whenever I do get a chance to dress up, I can just open it up and think, what colour do I want today? You know, what heel, and things like that. So amazing. Now, what I will tell you as a little secret is, when we went out on Friday, unfortunately, I booked the wrong restaurant originally. Don't ask me how. So last minute, I had to ring the restaurant we really wanted, which was Lambs, and ask them if they can fit us in. And they could, but it was only 7 o'clock. Now, we don't get home till 6. And then we have to go and take our dogs for a nice long walk. They've not been on their own all day because I have somebody who comes in. But we do like to walk them in the evening. So we sort of got home from walking dogs and we had literally 10 minutes to get ready. Now for me, that's quick shower, makeup, hair, clothes, shoes, everything. So it's great, I can just nick, you know, whatever colour I want out of the cupboard and things. But 10 minutes is a big ask for a woman, isn't it? And so I literally was sort of running around like a mad woman and thought, oh my God, you know, my heels, I'm going to really struggle. And if I've had a glass of wine for the first time in a month, it might make me a little bit squishy. So I need something flat. And my handbag, and if I can show you my handbag here, dun, 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 can you see that? There. Is that in the shot? Yeah, it is. Okay, that handbag isn't huge, okay? So it's not going to take a proper pair of flat shoes. But I have got a couple of these. It's a little pouch. Bought them years ago, never really used them. And there's a red pair, and I forgot what the other pair looked like. So as I was running around with my 10 minutes, I literally grabbed one of these. And when we came back to the restaurant, I said to my husband, right, I'm going to change my shoes because we've got a little bit of a long walk and I don't want to fall over. And, you know, there's a bit of cobbles in Stratford and things like that, so I didn't want to fall over. I was so chuffed when I realised they're leopard skin. And my dress was leopard skin. And these, honestly, are so comfortable. I got them on the internet and I don't know where, but they're called Flatmates. And they literally just fold up. And what you can do, they come in a little pouch, but if you take them out of the pouch and put them side by side, they go into quite a small handbag actually. But oh my God, it was like wearing a slipper back to my car. Amazing. So if you get a chance, Google these. I don't know where I don't know where I got them from. I did get them on the internet. But they are so comfortable. If you're on a night out and if you're like me, you want to wear heels because it makes you look a bit more sexy and it really makes the dress sort of be set off properly and things. But you don't want to walk miles in them. Get these. No one's going to know. They're in your handbag. As soon as you get out the restaurant, put them on. Fantastic. They saved my life on Friday. So that was Friday. And then on Saturday, we'd booked tickets to go down to London on a very early train, 7:20 from Birmingham, so we had to leave home by 6:30, and went down to Olympia to the, it's called Destinations, it's like a holiday and travel show. And we've got holidays booked for this year because, as you all know, it's on my 50th. And we have actually got one next year, but it's really good to find different ideas and see what else is available. So we spent the day going around. So here's a little clip of some of the things we saw. Apparently these two are Liverpool football players. Didn't know. Loads of people were taking photographs of them, so I just thought I would too. But apparently, is it John Barnes? Anyone out there who's a football fan? You may know about these two. So we had an amazing day. It was a really good way of actually doing a lot of exercise without feeling like you're exercising, because we did a lot of walking. Got lots of bags, there you go, and got 2 tea towels. And it was just a really nice day. I've got some amazing ideas. There's one company who do these classic cars, and you get yourself there, so like Romania, and then they pick you up from the airport, they take you to a hotel where there's this classic car for that region. You have a week of driving, which is about 2 hours driving. They sort all your hotels, they move you around, you get to see all these different places, and it sounds stunning. That's on my bucket list now. Never heard of it before, it's now on my bucket list. And then there's also some like stainless steel sort of caravans, which you might have seen on this video just before. That sounds amazing, and you can do it in Cumbria apparently, so I'm going to look that one up as well. So we had a fabulous day in London yesterday, and then today changed a bit because we were supposed to go and see some friends' son playing rugby, and that got cancelled. So today was a little bit different, and we looked at the weather forecast and it looked really nice, so we thought we'd take the dogs for a little treat, and we did a canal walk. So let me just show you some pictures of the canal walk. nice, wasn't it? The sun was out, it was beautiful. Do you know what? It's still cold, but if you wear the right clothes, it doesn't matter. We did 10,000 steps on that walk today, and it was only a short walk, just so the dogs could get out and stretch their legs and things like that. So, you know, going back to some of my other YouTube videos, is that exercise doesn't have to be in the gym. Just get out there. It was really nice to get some fresh air. And then, as you can see, we stopped off at the pub, which is the Fleur de Lis in Lowinsford, and I recommend that pub. It's amazing. Beautiful views, especially in the summer. And hubby had a Guinness, as you can see. I had a cup of tea, and it was just so nice. It was just a little bit of exercise, got us out of the house, and just something very different, and the dogs loved it. And Fido had a shower. He's brilliant, I have to say. He, you know, as soon as he got home, he was caked in mud, and I just said to him, right, Fido, shower. He just runs upstairs and stands in the shower waiting for me to turn the water on. He is idyllic. Lola legs it. She's not interested. But it's just nice. It's just a really relaxed way of spending your day. So that was really good. So this week, all in all, it's been great. And I'm going to give you now a little taste of some of the things I've eaten this week. So I hope that enticed you. So what did I do on my first milestone? So I said I wanted £14 this month, but bear in mind I've had the flu, my asthma, been on steroids. It's not gone as planned. Okay, so I didn't do my £14, but I did 10. And let's be honest, £10 is an absolutely good loss, and a lot of people would really be thankful for that. So am I disappointed? Truthfully, yes, I am, because I wanted £14 and I thought not drinking in January would really sort of boost my weight loss. Had I gone to the gym, I might have done it. And £4 off it. Do you know what? It's not the end of the world. I am so much lighter today than I was on the 1st of January, and I'm going to take that. So, you know, if you're on a weight loss journey, you just need to remember that, you know, sometimes you set yourself an expectation and it doesn't happen. But then what you've got to do is then sort of take a step back and say, okay, what have I achieved? And I have actually achieved some amazing things this month. And that's what's important. My main target is May, when we go away. So I've still got a few months. I've got £7.5 I want to get to target. I will do that. I've got loads of time to do it. It's just me mentally trying to push it. You know, I'm on that last sort of stretch, and it is always harder. I will admit, the less you've got to lose, the harder it is. I'm not giving up. This weekend, I've had a weekend off plan, okay? We went out Friday night for dinner, and I did eat well. I changed chips for salad, did all that, but I had wine. Last night, we were in London, and, you know, we had a day out. I took a picnic with us. I made a wrap. I'll give you a picture of that. And we get that on the train. That was my breakfast, and that was all healthy. I took some bananas, I took satsumas. That was great. And then we had a bit of time to kill, so we went to Prezzo. And I did try and choose healthy, but you know, the menu's not great there. So I had stuffed mushrooms with cheese and garlic. And then I also had for my main a chicken breast. It did come with a masala sauce, which I asked not to do, with grilled mushrooms and a salad. So that was okay. But then I came home and I had, have to say, my favourite, slimline wine, pink fizz, and oh my god, it was amazing. And the beauty of that is, it is low calorie. There are no carbs. It is low on sulfur. So do you know what? No hangover the next day. If you've never tried slimline wine and you've got a Tesco's near you, go along to their wine section. They only do the fizz, so the white or the pink in Tesco's. If you want a flat wine, so like a white or red, then go to their website. Just Google Slimline Wine or Slim Zero. Seriously, if you like wine and you don't want the calories, you don't want the hangover, I guarantee, and again I've done YouTube channels, I've done blogs on my website, www.sliminspirationsforyou.com. It is the best wine, and I will defy anybody to tell me that this wine isn't as good as champagne, the fizz that is, because the fizz is amazing and I loved it. So I decided I've had a month off alcohol, I deserve it this month, and I've missed my Slimline wine. I have to say it is stunning. I would have had it Friday night had we not been out for dinner, and I just didn't want, I knew I'd get a bit of a clang of a headache on Saturday morning from the wine I had at the restaurant, and we were up at 5, and I have to say I did. Had I had Slimline wine, unfortunately the restaurant didn't sell it, I wouldn't have had a clanger. So, you know, you can have your wine, you can have it low calorie, and you can not get the hangover next morning. You just need to have Slimline wine. It is amazing. Go to Tesco's and buy it. If not, go to their website. They are brilliant. Paul, who owns the company, is an amazing guy. He helped design it, and you know, I was lucky enough last year to go to the vineyard to see where it was made, and I can't recommend it enough. So please go and have a look for that. So what's my next milestone? As I said, I now need to get to target for May. So I'm not going to do a weekly YouTube channel with you on my progress, because it's going to be really slow now and painful. What I will do is I'll keep in touch with what I eat and things like that, but I will give you a progress at the end of February so you can see where my weight has. Hopefully I'm going to tell you I'm on target. If I'm not, do you know what? If I can only lose £1 a week now for the next 4 weeks, I will still be happy, because I am literally on the last bit and it does slow down. But I am going to increase my activity. I am going to go to the gym more. I'm just going to enjoy having sort of different recipes and experimenting with things. So I hope your journey is going well. If it's not, you know what? Things get in the way, as you know on my previous records. You know, I've had the flu, I've had steroids, things like that. If you set a bar up here and you end up down here, don't panic, okay? Think about where you initially started. Even if it's only a couple of pound different, it's still a couple of pound. So all I say to you is, great to reach for the stars, but sometimes the moon will do, okay? So good luck with your weight loss journey. We'll check in soon. If you like what I do, check my recipes and they will really, really help you. If you like what I do even more, please subscribe, because it'd be really good to get people subscribing to me, so I know that people out there are enjoying what I do. Just click away and say get notifications so you can see new things coming on. I really am going to be experimenting more with my recipes and things like that. As the weather picks up, I will get more active, so I will share that with you too. I just want you to come along on my journey. So subscribe, 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 and I'll see you soon. Good luck. computer